Blackstone presents No One Dies Alone by Michael Anderle. This book is read by Therese Plummer. Chapter 1. Mercs were all over the damn galaxy these days. Well, they called themselves traitors, but they were all mercs to him. They were running around with too many weapons and not enough brains. They were from all over the galaxy, too. Some had military training, others didn't, and in his time working the border planets, he wasn't sure which was worse. People who joined the military weren't the most stable anyway. Most of the time, all that kept them restrained was the support of the military structure, and even then, they were barely under control. When they were finally released from the command structure, some decided to stick to the lessons they'd learned to keep them from taking the Black Road. Others knew that and took it anyway. Many were too damaged to know or care. At least the mercs who had started out of necessity had mostly been forced into violence out of necessity. Some were the murky sort, but those tended to die off quickly. The ones who survived with nothing but the training that came from their experience were careful and knew how to control themselves and only get involved in the fighting when they had to. Bennett couldn't tell which sort the man in front of him was. The guy had serious balls, there was no denying that, and he had to be a skilled pilot to pull off what he had. He commanded the respect and loyalty of his crew, too, which was saying something, considering they were a mixed bunch themselves. But the guy was dressed like a damn fop, who looked like he should be prowling the dance clubs on Morena with that shiny suit and bowler hat and the damn cane. There had to be a weapon hidden on him somewhere. The Atalanta was a nice ship, too, and Bennett found himself wishing he was the kind of dirty commodore who would confiscate the ship, then pick it up for a steal at the auction their shit would be sold at to pay their legal fees. He had to be something else here on the borders, just like the former military mercs that he looked down on when he was in command in a place like this. He was either going to be traveling the Black himself, or he was going to remember his training. Remember, there was something stiff that came with being a military man. Not entirely honest, of course, but he had made a deal with himself to only fuck over the worst of them. There were plenty of those to go around, and he had a nice little nest egg waiting for him back home for when he retired. Kept it hidden from his wife to make sure that she didn't spend it all or come away with half of it if she wanted to divorce. He was pretty sure that she wasn't being faithful. But considering that he was spending 3/4 of the year 5 systems away, he vowed that as long as he never found out about it, he was.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?